Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We are continuing on pretty much exactly from where we left off. The only difference is I picked up 2 experience orders off camera. Both of them are there in the garage now. And we are going to check for any other experience orders that there might be that have come in. Any that aren't, we're going to dismiss them like so. There we go. Right. Let's track out this one first because it came in first. So let's see what we have to do. Holy Hannah. Repair all running gear faults. Alright, let's mark those off. Knocking sound coming from suspension. Brake system needs fixing. Mark those off. And repair or replace body parts. Okay. So first thing, let's move on to the test path. And we'll get ganders at the brakes and suspension and see if we can identify most of the problems or issues there. Okay, so front brakes are up first, and oh wow, okay, so the left hand side is alright, it's average. Right hand side is really bad in the front. Down the back, it's actually even worse. The left hand side is not great, and the right hand side is pretty bad, is really bad actually, same as the front. Front suspension, Jesus Christ, really bad. So I'm suspecting a lot of rubber bushings and things like that, springs and what have you, shocks maybe as well. Rubber bushing, bottom suspension arm, brake disc ventilated, front shock absorber, bottom suspension arm, brake caliber, double wishbone shock absorber, upper suspension arm. Yeah, lot of stuff there. Okay, so let's move it to lifter A. It's a dainty wee thing, isn't it? We'll move it up on the first level. And let's just take again. Wow, this thing has ABS. Holy Hannah. Alright, ABS module needs replacing, and ABS pump obviously needs replacing. What's the gearbox like? Looks alright, okay. Fuel filter probably needs replacing. No, it's 41%, let's put that back. I tell you what, let's run some tests. So we'll just check out the tires for thoroughness sake. See if anything needs to be done there. No, it's all fine. Okay, next we're going to break out the old multimeter and check the electronics. If there is any electronic, well, I mean, it has ABS. Yeah, fine across the board there. Next up is a compression test. Looks okay there. Next up, I doubt it has an OBD. It does have an OBD port. Jesus Christ almighty. That's a new one. All fine across the board there. Next up is a fuel pressure test. We'll see what the fuel pump is like. Well, we know what the fuel filter is like already. Yeah, all fine there. Okay, so I think we should raise her up, and we'll work on the front first, because this thing probably has 2 different sets of tires, front and back. Wow, yeah, look at that. Let's get the caliber off. Now let's do some inspecting. Get a look at the knuckle. Oh yeah. Outer tie rod, inner tie rod. Yep, alright, we're getting an idea here now of everything that needs to be replaced. Okay, let's move over to the other side. Get the wheel off. Caliber again. brakes, average. Let's get the wheel hub cap off and we'll do some visual inspecting here. Yep, wheel hub. Okay. How is that shock? Yeah, it needs replacing as well. Okay, let's mark this stuff off and we'll get a ganders at how many things are left to be discovered, which doesn't look like there's many. There's only 2 so far, which is good. Ah, there's 3. 3 isn't bad, you know, at least we've identified most of it. That is a good thing. Okay, knocking coming from suspension. 1 part to be discovered there. Brake system. Yeah, the rest of it I imagine would be down the back. The body parts. Okay, let's start stripping. So we're going to have to break down the whole lot in order to get the suspension arms, the shock, the end link B. I need to remember that we need 2 of those. The outer tie rods. Double wishbone shock absorber. I need to remember that too. That steering rack doesn't look like it's in great condition. Knuckle housing B. Again, something else I need to keep in mind. Bottom suspension arm. Was that bottom suspension arm C? It was. Bottom suspension arm C. Front sway bar, just an ordinary one. Alright, now the steering rack. Knuckle housing B. Right, let's start buying parts. See how much of this I can remember. Knuckle housing B. Knuckle housing B. Nope. Rear. They're all frickin' rear. That ain't right. Front steering knuckle C. Alright, so 2 of those. We need inner and outer tie rods. So 2 inner, 2 outer. We need brakes. Calipers. Let's pick up 4. Because we're probably going to have to do ones down the back. Although it's probably shoes down the back. Let's get some pads. Sway end link Bs, weren't they? And a sway bar. Hub for wheel bearings. We need 2 of those. Right. Let's steering rack. Forgot about the steering rack. Steering rack. There we go. Ah, shock absorbers. I can do shock absorbers as well. Shock. Double wishbone shock absorber by 2. We need 2 caps and we need 2 springs. 2 front springs. Right. Let's get those taken care of first. Alright, take those out. Do the last one now. And then we can start putting together the new parts. Like so. Suspension arms. I forgot about the suspension arms. So while that's doing that, we'll pick up suspension arms. Suspension. Bottom suspension arm C. Pick up 2 of those. Bottom, so it'll be upper damn it, I don't know what the upper ones are. Shit. Excuse me. We will come back to that once we know more. Okay. Knuckle, how... Damn it, they were B's, not C's. There we go. Right. If I spelt it right, it might make a difference. Excuse me, I have something caught in my throat. Okay. Front axle knuckle cover. I think the ones that were on it can go on. Their bottom suspension arm C's, along with new bushings. Shock absorber can go in. End links. It's just upper suspension arm B. Okay, I need to remember that. New brake pads. New caliber. Right, let's get the upper suspension arm B. Upper suspension arm B. We'll pick up 2 of those. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, not forgetting the outer tie rod. Alright, that side is looking pretty damn good. So now we can move over to the other side and whack all this stuff together, which shouldn't take us too long at all. Get the shock in next. Then we'll get the end link in. Now we'll get the upper suspension arm in place. Which leaves the wheel hub. Now the wheel hub bearing. Brake disc ventilators. New brake pads. New caliber. That's looking pretty good there. Just the hubcap, I think, is all that's remaining. Alright, let's mark off everything that we have done. And we will have a fair idea then on what actually remains. One, two, 3 items. 4 items. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is rubber bushing, rubber bushing, rubber bushing, rubber bushing. Alright, okay. Cool EO. And it looks like we've actually discovered... oh no, there's still stuff here to be discovered. Alright, that's fine. Because we haven't even started on the back yet. So let's put the wheels back on. Since we're dealing with probably a different size wheel down the back. Alright, now let's get these rubber bushings replaced. And finally... Alright, now we start putting in the new ones. I wonder, do I have enough? I might have to buy some new ones. Yeah, I have to buy. That's alright. Not the end of the world. Rubber. Let's buy like 6. I'll have a couple of spares. Right, now we can start working down the back. So we'll get these big ass wheels off. There's that one. Next we've got this one on the right hand side. And now we take a ganders. Oh yeah, look at that. Needs replacing as well. Alright, we'll go over to this side. That one doesn't seem too bad. Shoes are in really bad condition. Cylinders in bad condition too. Right, so some visual inspections next to see if we can identify anything else that needs replacing. I think the exhausts are fine. Shocks are fine as well, I can see that already. Alright. Prop shaft is fine. Rear mufflers. Middle muffler. Okay. That's everything down the back. So I wonder, is the remaining items somewhere else? Knocking over from suspension. Oh, we found everything there. Sweet. Here we go. Alright, so we'll mark off everything that we have left to do. Right, so we need cylinder, shoes, and hub. Over here we just need cylinder and shoes. So let's buy that. Brakes. Shoes. We need 2 sets of shoes. We need 1 brake drum. We need drum wheel cylinder by 2. We need ABS pump and module. Right, let's get cracking. And new drum there. Okay, let's move over to the far side. Get this one done and put together. Second hand one there, and the wheels go back on. Now we move over to the other side, get the last wheel on. And that should be the next stage of this job complete. Alright, all done there. All done there. Still... oh, that'd be just the ABS pump and module. Yep, ABS pump and module. Okay, so we can drop the car down now. Let's get the ABS pump and module. I find it fascinating that this has an ABS pump and module and an OBD port as well. It's crazy. I mean, how old is this car? Actually, I should look at the information for it and see. Smith & Parker Old Daddy T. A Model T? Is that what that's saying? A Model T? the very first car ever built. Right, so we have body parts to get. So we need a front left door and a front right door. So we have front left door, front right door. We need a trunk. We need a front left fender, front left fender, right tail light, right tail light, rear left fender, rear left fender, rear right fender, rear right fender, and a left side mirror, left side mirror. Okay, and the car is a Smith and Smith and Parker. Old Daddy T. Right, so now we're going into the body shop. Smith and why isn't that typing? Smith and Parker. What does that come back with? Still not enough. Smith and Parker. Old. Is that enough? It is indeed. Sweet. Front left door. Front left door. And front right door. Front right door. There. Trunk. Trunk. There it is. Front left fender. Front left fender. Right tail light. There it is. Rear left fender. Rear left fender. Rear right fender, which is right beside us. And a left side mirror. Left side mirror. Excellent. Okay. Front left door. You're coming off. Front right door. You're coming off. Trunk. You're coming off. Whoa, number plate. I didn't mean that. Front left fender. Right tail light. Is that it? There it is. Right tail light. Rear left fender. Rear right fender. If you ask me, the whole car is in tatters. Left side mirror, and the whole lot needs replacing and fixing up. But you know, hey, that's just me. Whatever. Mustn't forget the number plate. And I think that's it. Alright, all done here. All done there. All done there. Aha, front right door. Wait, didn't I do that? Somehow I didn't put the right one on. But that should be it now. There we go. Okay, so we spent a little over 7,000 on parts and we're getting 18,000 back in return. Not too shabby. Right, we are going to finish up that order, like so. And we have a new skill point, which we are going to spend. Let's see, what are we at? 26. So I think this is what we're going to go for. The odds of a successful repair raised to 75%. Once we get to here, we'll probably start doing repairs. So yeah, this one is going to give us our biggest bang for a buck, even though we're not going using it at this time. Right, before we go, let's have a look at the orders, and we're going to decline anything that isn't an experience order or a story mission. Haha, there, let's take that bad boy and dismiss that one, and we're going to move this one into lifter B, and in our next episode we're going to do the story mission. At least that's the plan anyway. Right, we're going to leave it there for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. It means a lot to me and it makes a huge difference, so thank you all for your support. My name is Winters and I'll catch you next time. So until then, take care.